So far, I think the preseason's been going pretty good. Uh, the team's working hard. Um, we unfortunately are still recovering from a couple of injuries from the previous season, and then we had a couple of injuries that were over the summer before arriving here for preseason. But they're also working hard in rehab and are playing an active role with the team, and we're looking forward to them returning soon. I think the team shows tremendous promise. I think especially in compared to previous seasons, are on the defensive side of things. We're extremely scrappy. Our hitter coverage is much better than it has been in the previous 4 years, which I think allows the offense to be a little more willing to take swings and not worry about the errors quite as much.
So I noticed that you're losing the top three hitters. Can you go over what you guys are doing to replace those?
Well, I think they've been working on that for a number of years. I think Kao has been here the previous 3 years, and she's steadily improved. And she's extremely capable of stepping in and going above and beyond what the previous hitters had done in the previous seasons. And I think that's in large part it's a credit not only to her hard work but also to the ones who have graduated, because they continued to push her over the past few years. And I think there are a number of our other players that are in similar situations. And so I think while it'll be a different group offensively, I think especially looking at it statistically speaking, I think we're in a really good situation to be able to put up quality points and have good hitting numbers each game.
Ladies, we'll start with Carly first. You're kind of an upperclassman leader on this team. Talk about what that means to you.
Well, this is my junior year, so it's kind of time where I step up, and I'm an upperclassman. So it's mostly about just encouragement and staying positive with the team and kind of setting an example and leading the team in the right direction. I know last year we kind of struggled with who was a leader on the court, could we take charge, and I think now me and Kao have talked about it and decided that it's our time to step up and be a leader and take charge on the court.
Kao, we'll go kind of same question to you. You're the only true senior on the team. You've been here for 4 years. Talk about what you want to get out of this season now.
Well, it is my senior year, so this is my 4th year here, and I think I really want that ring, first of all. But being a leader is definitely different, being a senior and everything. I think just trying to find a balance between having a good, leading by example, as well as, leading, vocally and staying positive and everything with all the younger girls. We have a pretty big incoming freshman class coming in, and they're all stepping it up. And I think just trying to keep them on track and making sure that they're all staying positive, and also just knowing the main goal and making sure that we're all on the same page as a team is, I think, the biggest goal for me and Carly this year.
So Bruce, you have one home game in the first month of the season. Talk about how you obviously have these tough tournaments for a reason, but talk about how hard it is on these girls to be away for that length of time.
I mean, it is difficult, but I think it also helps build for playoffs. I think really over the last few years, I don't know if we've necessarily struggled more on the road than we have, anywhere else. It's definitely a plus being at home, being able to sleep in your own bed, and meals are a little bit more convenient and things like that. But I think the bottom line, it just comes down, you got to win wherever you're playing. And so playing on the road hasn't ever really bothered me, and I think the team has done a really good job at keeping stable and playing that role of going in and being a spoiler.
Is there any particular early season tournament that you think will be the best test of your team?
I think every match really, because we are quite young. I'm very interested to see how we do this upcoming weekend. You know, it'll be nice to play against someone other than ourselves. But I think that will be a good test of where the younger ones are because of, you know, the injuries I had mentioned earlier. Some of the younger ones have sort of been thrown into the fire right off the bat, and I think they're getting a lot more time than definitely we had anticipated, but I think more than they even anticipated. And so I'm hopeful that that's going to pay dividends once we get a little bit deeper into the season and some of the others start returning and they're healthy. And I think it's just going to make us stronger from top to bottom.
And you're the same thing, playing on this road turn against early in the season. How does it help the team bond? Because like say you have a big incoming freshman class and a diverse group of people, so really, how do you use that to help build team chemistry?
I think traveling with the team definitely helps us bond, like having to be on the road together, either staying in hotel rooms, like we have to room, even though we live together off, like when we're here too, just going through like every minute of every day being together with every meal and on the bus and everything. I think it helps us to really collect ourselves and bond as a team and know how to deal with each other. Knowing how to deal with each other off the court really helps us get to know each other better and how to play with each other on the court. So I think traveling together and playing in gyms that we haven't played in just helps us really get to know each other and how we play no matter where we are.
Carly, for you, I know you're one of the people who's diving on the court a lot and finally were able last week to get out there on the youth tour. How is it playing and how do you like since the court's finished?
The court is really nice. We were all really excited to be back because we've been at the West Center the whole entire preseason. So getting a change of venue, number one, was good, and the court looks so nice, and playing on it was really good. And I really like the lighter floors this year because that's fun. And sliding on it, it was good. It was a little sticky, but it was good because it's new, of course. But yeah, it's a new court and new team, so it's good. Gonna be a good year.
Bruce, you just want to wrap up?
Yeah, we're really excited for the upcoming season. You know, I think that you know, we've made some key additions to our team that are going to really be able to help immediately and add depth. And I think the returning players have showed really nice improvement over the past spring. And I think they're doing a really good job stepping up into leadership roles and giving that example to our incoming class. You know, we're just excited to get out there and get on the court.